In this second presentation about timed writing, we're going to focus more on the content, so what you are writing. Let's start by discussing some characteristics of timed writing. First, timed writing asks questions with a narrow, specific focus because they're looking for you to demonstrate your understanding on a specific topic. As we saw in the first presentation about timed writing, you have limited brainstorming, planning, writing, and revising time. The authors of these questions and exams are aware of this, which is why these questions are narrow in focus. That also means that your responses will have a narrow focus. In other words, you won't be discussing everything you know about your field. Instead, you'll narrow your response to a few topics and provide ample details to really show that you understand these concepts. You may have heard writing instructors tell you to show, not tell. Narrowing your focus is what gives you the space to do that. So how do you narrow your focus so that you can demonstrate your knowledge? Sometimes the questions themselves will give you hints about how you need to narrow your focus. You might remember from the first presentation that there was a list of key terms to look out for. You'll see here that some of those common key terms in essay questions are also ways to help you narrow your focus. For example, if you're asked to examine something, you might examine one particular cause. If you're asked to explain something, you might break down the components of the topic. Or maybe you're being asked to explain your methodology for an approach. Aligning those key terms from the questions with these different methods of focusing your responses will help you to narrow your answers to a reasonable focus that can be accomplished in the allotted time and give you enough space to provide ample details which will demonstrate your understanding. Details are where you can really show off what you know about a topic. If you vaguely discuss many aspects, you're only showing a surface-level understanding of a concept, whereas detailed descriptions and support show a more comprehensive understanding, which is what these questions are looking for. The details you provide might be descriptive details, where you use your relevant senses to describe what is happening or what you are going to do. Or you might use comparative details, analyzing details of two options, two outcomes, two plans, etc. Or you might use process details to clearly outline a process with enough details that it could be replicated. Again, the goal here is to show the reader what you mean and what you want to do. Provide enough details that if someone only had a surface-level understanding of the topic, they would still understand what you are going to do, how you are going to do it, and when and where you are going to do it. A major theme in these timed essays is asking you how you would monitor and adjust to a particular situation. In other words, how will you know when to intervene and how will you intervene? To monitor a situation, think about the tasks that will be needed and who will be responsible for them. What deadlines will you have? Why are these the tasks that are needed for this situation? Once you have data, or if you're given data, describe what you will do to adjust. What are the tasks needed to adjust? Who needs to implement them? How will they be implemented? Why are these changes and tasks needed? Use your descriptive details to support your responses and show that you have thought through these situations and are using your knowledge to show how to adjust. If you need some additional help with descriptive writing or narrowing your focus, these resources can help and were the basis for this presentation.